Hey everybody, Cowboy here. We had the CPI come out today. Some pretty interesting data. We talk about that, how it has affected the market so far and how it may continue to do so. And if you stick around after the clip, you can find out who we are, how to find us, what we do, or simply navigate to the website on the screen towards the bottom, algofactory.tech, or zap that QR code. In the meantime, enjoy the clip. As I predicted yesterday, as we talked about last week, the CPI came out 0.2% month over month for core. That's excluding food and fuel, which is significant. CPI month over month was actually also another undershot. It was like no increase instead of a 0.1% increase. And we got 3.2 versus 3.2 real, quote unquote real, or actual, I should say, versus forecast of 3.3. So these are all significant. Not that significant on the year to year, but I think anything lower than expected, even if it's not that significant, is going to have a pretty strong effect, especially for a lot of money that was sitting on the sidelines. And if you look at the chart, which I'm putting up right now, we're going to see what the effect was. Now, again, I had a feeling this would happen, and I had this should I just throw a long on there? But the problem with that is, look at the price action. Trying to bet this, even though I've called it correctly, even though we knew it was going to happen, look what happened with the price action. It's not like it went straight up, right? So of course, CPI goes down. The wisdom, quote unquote, is that the dollar may not be hiked and may even be cut, even though Powell said last week it's going to be higher for longer. So it's a dovish print, right? But price actually came down on the euro versus the dollar and then went up. So there's a lot of people who had little bets on, thinking, oh, it's going to go up, right? And what they did was they entered before the announcement, and then they had their stops below structure, and they're thinking it's going to go to the moon or whatever. But the stop was below this local structure, and look what happened. Whoever had trades like that, they got stopped out. They just got knocked out of their trade. And that's, let me see, 15. That's a number of pips. That's like a good 4 or 5 pips below structure, and you have this kind of double sort of bounce right here if you look at it that way. So it's very obvious what's going on and why. Again, I don't trade the news. I mean, look, sure, if you had a deeper stop, maybe if you went below this structure, below this entire consolidation, you could have made money. And we all kind of, well, at least I and the gorilla saw this coming, right? We did see dollar weakness coming, right? We saw that perhaps if there is a Santa rally, that would come as a result of perceived weakness in the future dollar, perception that no more hikes are going to be coming for at least a while or ever, perception that possibly there will be cuts, perception that we would get a lower CPI and hence a dovish Fed, or at least less hawkish, right? So this could have been played based on our prediction, but again, a dangerous play with the way that price is pushed around in these events. So what'll probably happen is this was the general move is up. So with such a strong candle in this direction, I probably would let things calm down. It may continue up, but generally what you're going to get at some point is a nice pullback. And it's probably going to be like a pullback to value if you understand that's like a pullback to where basically the price action is. Given the most recent move up, most of the price action is sitting probably right here in this consolidation. Okay, so if we were playing the consolidation game the way that we talked about last week, brutal, V.
Sorry.
They got cough buttons, buddy.
I forgot.
Oh my god. So if we were playing the consolidation game, we could have looked at, maybe longing the exit of the consolidation, right? That play was there for those who wanted to play it. And what one could do is go back through time, look at all of the major announcements, see how the consolidation game works, and see how that's played. Like, oh, well, if there is a consolidation and, the announcement causes a breakout of consolidation, perhaps that is a way that news can be played. As a matter of fact, I do know some really good traders who they actually ran a group together, and then they decided to they broke up, if you will, over disagreements or whatever, which happens. But long story short, they would do that even with news. They would look at the consolidation, they would wait for the news to break the consolidation, and then they would keep their they would keep their stops within consolidation at structure, which is the play that I just kind of described with that deeper stop. I mean, look, it's not like it can't be done, but there needs to be a back test on it. So if anybody wants to volunteer to go back through all of the news events and look at the consolidation prior to and see if there is a play, if I end up with time, maybe I'll do that. We could kind of do some it wouldn't be gambling at that point. It would be trading. So we back tested it. So you got to go back. That's a lot of data to go through. And the news events are sometimes more effective than others, but that's one way to go. All right, cool. So we are live every weekday, 8:30 a.m. EST, giving out free content. Come check us out on YouTube. Come talk to us. Go over to the website. That's www.algofactory.tech. Again, www.algofactory.tech. And for a limited time promotional offer, we are giving out memberships at $49.99 a month. There's a ton that we're offering over there. Come see what that's about. Also, you can see our Twitter link. All the links are up on YouTube. Come talk to us on social media. See us on the live YouTube videos. We hope to see you soon.